Online, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So before I proceed with the session, I just want to clarify a few things and then I'll proceed ahead. So what is that all about if you ask me? Most of you are from different batches. I mean, some of you are from FS23, FS23B and some other batches as well. Yes. And I don't know how many of you are having clarity with respect to concept, which concept you are aware, which concept you are not aware. Keeping FS23B aside for now. Getting it? FS23 people, B batch people, I'll address you guys. But as of now, I'm addressing all the other batches who are attending the session except FS23B. Getting it? So what is that I want to tell you is, some of you are here thinking that, sir, again, you have informed, we have joined, but it will take so much time now, sir. Of course, it will take some amount of time at least, but my question is, how many of you are genuinely revising the concepts which are already done? I'm not going to scold first thing. Those who are new to my sessions at least do understand. I just want to clarify one thing here. I'm not going to scold you, or of course, when it comes to concept of session or when it comes to session, the session will go obviously straight. But keeping that aside, apart from that, if you have any doubts, concerns, feel free to speak. Because whose problem it is? Your problem. If you speak, it will be resolved. You don't want to speak, it will be as it is. Getting my point? So now my question is, how many of you are thinking that, sir, again, it will take so much time, sir, I don't want to waste time. For all those people, my simple question is, how many of you can confidently say that, sir, I am revising Java frequently, sir, I'm aware of it. Because before you answer, please do remember that based on whatever answer you give, there will be one more question that will arise. What is that? If you say that you have revised, then what I'll do? Simple thing is that I'll just cross check that whether you are really knowing the concept or not. How will I check? I'll just ask the question. If you really know it, you should be able to answer. But normally, according to the information that I have, I don't think anyone is revising. Maybe, once in a day you will start it, somewhere in one slot you will start it, you will not even finish it. Before you finish it, you will wind it up. Forget about finishing, you will not even finish half of it. True? Yes, no. Interface, abstraction, polymorphism, inheritance, static, method overriding, overloading, encapsulation, constructor, all these things are done, right? For other batches. So which means I can ask any question from these concepts. Is there anyone who can say that, yes, sir, I am ready for that? If yes, I'll ask, then you will get a clarity whether you need this session or not. Getting my point? Yes. Yes, not least I need. See, don't make me to wait. If you want me to wait, I'll wait so long that you will get frustrated. Getting it? So I need answer. Until you give answer, I'll wait. I have 2 hours time. Complete 2 hours, I'll wait. So better if you answer, it's good for you. Okay. And speaking about FS23B, of course, you guys should listen to it properly. Recording will be there, but that will be shared only if it is really required. I'm not saying that for those who are not able to attend the session, for them, anyways, it will be available. Okay, that too for a limited duration. It is not that one time we will give the recording. All these days it used to happen, right? One time if you give the recording, you will keep it forever. And you will not even listen to the class. Because what is the reason? Recording is anyways there, sir. Recording to hai. Sunna kyun? That is the point, right? So recording. So don't even try to record it. It will not work. Okay, if you want, you can record it from third-party apps, but directly through Zoom, I'll not allow it. Getting it? So what else? FS23B especially I'll ask, because for others all the basic concepts are done. And one more thing is that now itself I'll give you the clarity. Speaking about session, you want me to finish it at the earliest, or you want me to delay it? Slowly we will do. What you want me to do? Slowly. If it takes 1 year, is that fine? 6 months? So slowly मतलब 6 months में नहीं तो कैसे? हाँ, तो कितना slowly? हाँ, concept तो वैसे भी clear होगा, भले वो even if I do it at minimum speed also it will be anyways clear. That you leave it on me. Until and unless the concept is clear, I'll not move ahead. That is different. Provided if you guys are listening. If you are not listening, then the concept is totally different. Okay. Don't think that, sir, all these things we already know, sir. Get into the topic. Okay. Anyways, you already know, but still what you are doing the same thing, right? That is the reason you are here. At least now I should tell. Because tomorrow you should not come back saying that, sir, we were not knowing this. Why are you going slow? Why are you going speed? I don't want any of this. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is, I'm planning at least 1.5 month, 1 month max. But if it goes beyond 1.5 month, there won't be anything called as break. Okay, there is no off, there is no Sunday, there is no Saturday. Every day class will be there, straight away topic. Okay, because the reason is all of you, my concern is simple. When you guys passed out, पास आउट ईयर भी भूल गए क्या? नहीं लग रहा है, पता है पास आउट ईयर जानते हो ना सब लोग? हाँ, 22. Others?
Not
Which
that
month?
sir.
May or June or somewhere around that. Yes. Some of you would have waited for your results and then you would have joined the course. In and around. Normally, engineering passed out guys will come out searching for job, searching for course somewhere around July, August. Agreed? Yes, no. Yes, no. So now my question is, how many more months you have to get your job? Those who are recent year passed out also, you also keep yourself, because now you are not anymore recent passed out. Of course, you can tell that you are recent passed out, but not the immediate one. Okay. For old year pass out, 1 more year is getting added. 2018, if you say how many years has been done? 18, 19, 18 to 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 is getting over now, because your juniors will come out now. Okay, which means 5 years. I'm not trying to pressurize you, but what I'm trying to say is I'm not going to do it slowly. Straight away concept, but I'll ensure that the concepts are clear. But in between, if you get distracted and if you expect me to reiterate it, you should concentrate properly, especially online. Am I audible, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Others, for others, I'm not audible or what? What is it? Okay. However, gradually it will change. So now, speaking about the concepts, I'll start it from strings. For FS23B, strings has not yet started, right? Or is it started? Not started. 23B. How many of you are there? Offline. 1, 2, 23. Okay. So the B. And then strings is done or not? Strings class में हुआ या नहीं हुआ? नहीं हुआ. बस इतना ही चाहिए. Fine. Guys, again, I'm telling you, if you have any sort of doubt, feel free to ask, but don't interrupt me in between. Okay, I'll finish it and I will definitely ask, because without asking that question, I'll not even proceed ahead. So I'll definitely ask it. But initially, I'll go slow. For old year, not old year passouts, old batches, except FS23B, you guys will think that, sir, you are going too slow. Initially, definitely, I'll go slowly. Don't think that I'm going slow. Why I will go slow? Please do understand, because the reason is, if I give you clarity here, Later, I don't have any need to put so much efforts to explain. Okay. Hopefully, programming guys will know that. Okay, 1 or 2 class, slowly I'll go 1 hour, one program. Sometimes 2 hour also one program. But later, in 1 hour itself, 4 programs will get over. Okay, so please do understand. Initially, if I'm going slow, it is for your better thing. Getting it? So keeping all this aside, very first thing I just want to ask is, what is that if you ask me? Just tell me, what do you mean by strings?
Collection of characters.
Okay. Okay. Others are clueless, I feel. What was this answer all about? However, the answer is right. But if you don't know, forget about all the other stuff. Don't get into the keywords that he told. You will gradually get to know about it. As of now, if you don't know, feel free. Don't worry so much about it. Okay. So basically, what do you mean by strings in simple words if I have to explain it? Okay. If I tell one string, okay. Sir, if you write Naveen as a string, does it mean that Naveen is the only string that we have? Basically, string means what? Here it is. N is one character. Agreed? Yes, no. Guys, even if you are getting bored, whatever it is, tell me, but I need answer. If you want to get into that zone that, sir, whatever you do, I'll not answer. I'll get into that zone that until you answer, I'll not proceed. Already, I think all of you know the value of time now. I believe all of you know. You want to delay 1 more month? No, if you want, I have time. You want me to delay? No, means I need answer. As simple as that. Okay. Again and again, I'm asking because one time if I get into that zone, I'll continuously wait for 2 hours. I'll continuously wait until I get your answer. So better than that, answer now. Okay. So now this is one character. Be it any language, even in your Kannada, English, Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, Gujarati, whichever language you take it, there are characters in your language, your own language. Yes. Am I right? In a similar way, here this is one character. Yes. This is another character, character. Yes. If I write, what is this? Don't tell me BJ sub, sir. What is that? Again, it is, don't you think it is nothing but a sequence of characters? Yes or no? How many characters are there? 6 characters are there. Okay. So now what do you mean by strings in simple words? If anyone asks you, very first thing that you should answer is what? What you should answer? What you should answer?
Collection of characters.
What you should answer? Because I'm waiting for everyone's answers, no? What we should answer? Until everyone answer, I'll not proceed. See, one last warning I'm giving because I'm asking all together. For everyone, in one go, I'm asking. In between everyone, if you also answer, it will be good. Because I can clearly notice who is opening your mouth, answering something. If you are not answering, directly I'll point out and ask, will it be good for you? You want me to do it means I can do. Right now, you want me to say how many of you didn't answer? Should I ask now? No, if you want me to do it, I can do it. If that is the only way I have, I'll go to it. Don't make me to go to that zone. Please do understand. So, however, BJ sub is one more string. Yes. So, what do you mean by string now? In simple words, let me define you. String is nothing but a sequence of characters, or you can also say it as collection of characters in simple English terms. Is it really difficult? But still, most of you will not answer that. I don't know why. Keeping it aside, however, speaking about Java, have you heard of a term called as class? Have you heard of term called object? What do you mean by class? Okay. Okay. What do you mean by object? Sorry? Result of class. Result can, is it really done or not? Very important topic, guys. If you want to say that you know Java, and if you don't know what you mean by class and object, done. Right? And please clarify to me online as well. Okay, online girls also, you can just unmute yourself and you can speak. Okay, whenever I ask question, don't randomly unmute. Once you unmute, speak and mute again. Okay. So I'm just asking one thing. Please give me at least, I know till strings, I mean strings was not yet started. Keeping that aside, what are all the topics that has been covered? First, you tell me that. Array, last topic. Okay. Data types. Okay. I understood. I should only ask, I feel. So, platform independent, is it done? What do you mean by platform independent? No? Yes, no, at least. 1, 2, 3. Other batch, I'll not ask as of now. You 3. Platform independent, is it done? No. Class and object? What do you mean by little bit? Data types, is it done? No. And arrays, anyways, it is done. Arrays is anyways done. Okay. Fine. So you want me to teach class and object now? Or from here I can start? I thought directly I can start from strings, assuming that you guys know class and object, because when I say, the reason why I'm asking you guys is because when I say strings, string is one inbuilt class. If I say it is an inbuilt class, first you should know what do you mean by class. So now I want a clarity. How many of you know it well? If you don't know, please let me know. Online, guys, you just rate yourself about class and object. How well you know it, how much you know you don't know. How much you will rate yourself? Good at it? Others? I'm not asking only for one person. For everyone, I'm asking. You know or you don't know? FS23B, you leave it. Others? If it is something like everyone don't know, anyways, I'll start from there. It's okay. Anyways, I'll start that. For today, forget about strings. I'm telling you guys again, don't think that. See, I can skip the topic. I can directly start from strings. But if you don't know class and object itself, what will you answer in interview? Getting it? So randomly, I'll just consider. See, when I speak about Java, now forget about strings. There is nothing called as strings. So you didn't heard, you didn't listen. Okay, forget. Now speaking about class and object. So when I say class, what do you mean by class? If anyone asks you, anyways, you already have a standard definition. But do you really know the purpose or meaning of it, how it works, is what does it matter? Okay. So what I'm trying to say is, we'll take one example. Okay, fine. I'll write one program itself. But ultimately, at least all of you know, I believe that if we want to write any program in Java, we should start from where? I'm not asking about execution. We should create one class. Within class only, we should write it. Yes or no? So now, how to create a class? How to create a class? Simple thing is that I should use out of boundary it is. I think it is zoomed in. Okay. I should use one keyword called as class. Camel convention, is it done? Camel convention. I mean, how to create a class or like, can I write like this, small letter, capital letter? Is that done?
No.
Okay. Okay. However, I'll explain that later. Don't worry about that. Today we'll keep only for this thing. Okay. So now I have created one class. I have written a keyword class. But whenever I'm creating a class, don't you think there should be one name for that? What name I'll give? I can give any name. If you want to give Naveen, you can give. But as of now, I'm just giving it as demo. Inside demo, what will be there? Or forget about demo also. Sir, I don't want demo, sir. Demo is like something which is not really relevant. I'll declare it as dog. Okay, what is this now? You are creating one class called as dog. Now you think and tell me, you are the person who is going to create that class. You think and tell me, for that dog, what all you want to give? What behavior you want to give? Say, if I am going to create a dog, I'll say that I want my dog to fly. My wish, my dog. Okay, I am creating a dog. I'll create it however I want. If you want to create it, you create it based on the requirement. Okay, for anything and everything, there will be one requirement. If you go for any bottle manufacturing company, you will say, I need a bottle. What will they ask? What will they ask? What type of bottle you want? Whether you want a glass bottle or plastic bottle or fiber bottle or which color, everything they will ask. That is nothing but the requirement. Based on the requirement, they will produce the bottles. In a similar way, now I am asking you what type of dog you want. If I ask you, you will tell anything. So what I will tell you is, my dog should have one name. What my dog should have? One name should be there. Okay. What else my dog should have? My dog should also have color. My dog should also have cost. Sir, this is fine, sir. What else? These are nothing but what? Properties. And what are the behaviors that my dog should possess?
Bark, sleep,
My wish it is, I want my dog to fly.
fly.
I want my dog to speak. I want my dog to bite someone. Okay. These are the behaviors that I want my dog to have. Okay. Now, how can I define it in class? Simply if I write like this, does it mean it looks like a class? Sir, we have written class. No. If we simply write it as class, does it mean however you want, whatever you want, you can write? No. There is a particular way to write anything and everything. Okay. So now, when you say that name, what will be the name of a dog? Now, so much Java will come, no? I'm asking one simple question. What is the name of a dog? Name of a dog. Name of a person, if I ask you, will you tell string? Some name you will tell, right? Naveen is name of person. Name of dog, I'm asking. What can be the name of a dog? Anything and everything it can be. As of now, I'll consider it as Bruno. Now, if I consider this as an example, okay. Now, what is this? It can be Bruno, it can be anything and everything. Now, my question is, what is this? Now, it is, of course, a name. Now, come into Java. Okay. Now, getting into Java, what is this?
String.
What is string? Okay. Unfortunately, you already know it. It was supposed to be in such a way that you don't know it. Okay. But you know it now. Ultimately, it is nothing but sequence of characters. And this is anyways string. You got to know. Now, what you should do, you should inform to your compiler. Wherever you write a program and wherever you ask it to execute, to that you should inform. What you should inform? I want this name to be of type If I write like this, what will happen in your memory? Any idea? What it will do is, there is one big memory. All of you have mobiles, right? There is 128 GB, 64 GB, whatever. Yes, no? Memory space. Out of that, it will allocate some amount of memory. Okay, some amount of memory it will allocate. What you can store inside this? Whatever you want, which is of type string. Means what? I can store Naveen, I can store Bruno, I can store Jimmy. Whatever you want, you can store there. But now I have stored, assume that I'll store Bruno only. Now, how can I access it? Will you go inside the memory and take it? Is it possible? How will you access? Now, if I listen, address true, but in real time, will we really access the address? Indirectly, we will access the address only, but directly, will we access the address? There is other way. What is that normally? Forget about that topic. Now, let us get into real-time example. Now, if I want to call someone, how will I call? I want someone to stand up. Either we can point or otherwise. Definitely, there is something called as name of a person. I'll directly say some name and I'll ask them to stand up. They will stand up. Yes. Yes or no? In a similar way, now I want to access whatever is present inside this. It may be anything. It can be anything and everything. Okay. Now my question is, I want to access the value present inside this memory. How can I access? I have given one name. What does this mean if you ask me? If you write like this, just this one statement I'm explaining. Forget about all of this. One statement, if you understand, these two anyways you will understand. If you understand this one, these two anyways you will understand. So now if I write like this, what will happen? It will allocate one memory within which it is something like it will create one box within which you can store only characters. Sequence of characters you can store. Sequence of characters is nothing but string. That part is done. Next, what? For me to access that, definitely there should be one handle. If I want to access door, what I need? Sir, door we can access without handle also, no, sir. Why late, sir? I am here, all of you. I am here. I'm speaking with him. Late क्यों हुआ? तो हम कल से कॉल करना है क्या? मतलब हम डांट नहीं रहे. Just letting you know, it should not be late. Okay. So anyways, here, how can I do it? That is the reason I have given one name called as name only. What does it mean? For this location, I have given one name. Now it is something like there are some 10 boxes. Okay, I will tell you access some box. If I simply tell you access some box, what will you ask me in return? Which box you will ask me in return? So what I will do, I will give one name for each box. First box name is A, second box name is B, third box, like that, n number of boxes. Directly I'll tell you access the box which is with the name E. What you will do? You will see that name, directly you will go there, you will take out whatever is there inside that box. Yes, same thing here also. So what does this statement mean? I'm creating one memory location which can hold this type of data. Okay, and after storing the data, if I want to take the data again, if I want to use it again, how can I use it? Using this. Getting my point? So what is this one if you ask me? What is this? Data type you cannot say. Type of data, because this is not primitive data type. That is one type of class. That later I'll explain. As of now, you just understand this much. Okay, what is this? Name of location where data is actually stored. So now if I want to access this data, how can I access it? Using the name of that box. What is the name of that box? Name only. If I say name, then what I will get? I'll get this value. Clear? So now speaking about color, what can be the color of a dog? purple, violet, pink. I mean, anything and everything it can be. There are so thousands of colors. Assume that I'll say that it is black. Getting it? Now the color of the dog is black. Speaking about the color of a dog in real world, you will say the actual color. Now, what is the color in Java? In Java, I'm asking, black will not come now. It is nothing but the sequence of characters again. Yes or no? It can be black, it can be brown. Again, what is this? Any color you choose, what it will be? It will be sequence of characters only. Yes or no? So what should be the data type of this one? Again, this one also should be string. So now if I write like this, what will happen internally? It will create one more location. Inside this, what type of data I can store? String. String means some sequence of characters. Okay. How much lengthier it should be? Anything. Okay. Now, what is the name I have given for this location? Got it? In a similar way, in real world, there are two different things. I'm speaking about real world and then in Java. In real world, if I speak about cost, what will be the cost of a dog? 10,000, 1 rupee, 100 rupee. I mean, we will of course not get it. Assume whatever we will get, what it will be? 100. 1 rupee also, if you pay, if it is possible, they will give it. If not, they will reject. 10,000, they will definitely give it. 1 lakh, they will definitely give it. 2 lakh, 10 lakh, 1 crore, whatever it may be. But ultimately, what it will be? Is it a sequence of characters there? What it will be? It is nothing but a number. One number it is. Yes or no? For sure, if it is having some value, it will be sequence of digits. Yes or no? Whenever you get a sequence of digits, you cannot say it as string. If you want, you can say it. But should you say it, then it will not work like a number. Okay. So what I should say? I will say that assuming that integer data type, all of you know, FS23B especially. Integer data type, is it done?
Yes,
Done.
sir.
Yes, sir.
So I believe all of you know about it. So now what will happen internally? Another memory location will get created. Inside this, what I can store? Any number I can store. Getting my point? Can I store A here? What I can store? Any number. 1, whatever. How can I access it? Now I have stored it. Assume I want to access it back. How can I access it back? By giving one name to that location. What is the name of that location I have given? If you observe here, this side I am writing name of the location. This side I am writing what type of data will be stored inside that location. Yes or no? So now, what is the name that I have given here? Clear with that? Yes, no? Next, what? These are nothing but properties. Means whenever I say dog, what and all dog should have. Getting my point? Yes, no? Now, what is this part? Functionality, or in simple terms, speaking about real world example, I can tell it as keeping the technical terms aside. Okay, in real world, if I have to speak, these are nothing but behaviors. If I say dog is flying, what is it? Some task is happening there. Yes or no? If a dog is barking, it is barking. Some task is happening. Yes. If a dog is eating, that is also a continuous process. So whenever there is something which is happening, whenever there is some task which is going on, or whenever there is some process that is going on, you should make it as a what? In technical terms, we call that as a method. Okay. As of now, I will write this as void. Sir, what is void, sir? I don't want that now. What I'm trying to say is here, is it a right time to speak about void? No. Because what is the topic all about? Class and object. If I get into the topic of void, altogether we are going to the concept of methods, which I don't want to do as of now. Okay, though the answers are right, I don't want to consider it as of now. I'm so sorry. Don't get, there is, I believe, don't get offended. That is my request. I'm so sorry for that. But what you will write here? Later I will write. As of now, I'll not write anything. I'll keep it empty. Why, sir? What I want to write it now only, sir. Is it the scope? Are we speaking what we should write inside here as of now? No. First, you understand what do you mean by class and object. Later, any day we will learn this. Okay, that topic, anyways, there it will come there. There I'll explain. As of now, you keep it as of now. Okay. So now, what is this? This is also in process. So how we should write it in Java or in a programming language? How we should write it? You should make it as one method. Getting my point? And also here there should be something. As of now, you just consider it as void. And as I've already told, what do you mean by void? I'll tell that later. There should be one starting flower bracket. There should be one closing flower bracket. So later, once I create an object of dog, whenever I call speak, dog will do this much. Getting my point? Whenever I call fly, dog will do this much. What I should write here? How can a dog fly? That I should write it here. Getting my point? Okay. So in a similar way, if I want to make this, what I should do? Just put a bracket. Here you make it as void. Getting my point? So now the question that comes is, how many dogs have created so far? Wow. Amazing answer. One dog we have created. Okay. Now let me get into the other topic altogether with one real-time example. It was, don't feel bad. If I make you feel bad, it's okay, feel bad. Okay. Because anyways, I know that you will tell the wrong answer. I wanted you to tell the wrong answer so that you will get to know the right answer. So now I want to ask one real world question. Forget about the technical topic now. You are not learning Java, you are not learning anything here. I'm asking real world question. Understanding what I mean by real world question? Okay. So now I want to ask one real world question. I want to construct one house. How will I start? I want to construct one house. Will I directly go and start constructing? Then
I will create
we will
one
contact
blueprint.
one civil engineer and we will ask for one blueprint. We will tell what we want, we will tell, and he will create and give me one blueprint. What he will create? He will create one house blueprint. Yes. How will he create blueprint? Can anyone tell me? Have you seen at least? I believe all of you would have seen at least one blueprint in your lifetime. House blueprint, not Java. Forget Java. House blue. Exactly. Pictorial representation, we can say, more or less it will be on a sheet of paper or drawing sheet, or there are qualities of paper. Don't tell me which paper. However, on a sheet of paper, it will be there. Yes. Am I right? So now we have created one house blueprint. Does it mean we can live inside that house only? But you are saying it. Did I create an object of dog? It is not even a single dog, zero. Why? This is the similar thing as like this. Forget this topic now. As of now, just try to understand this so that you will clearly understand this one easily if you understand this one. Okay. For now, let us get diverted for now. Now I am having one house blueprint. What we will do next? Once you get the blueprint, will you only want to start constructing? Then material. You will only go and purchase it. We can't do it. What we will do? What we can do? In between, there is something called, there is someone called as, we cannot directly go and select it because everyone is not aware of everything. Am I right? Can I go and do, construction work? I don't know. I can't do it. So what I will do? I will hire someone who can do that for me. Am I right? In a similar way, contractor is the person whom you will contact. How will you contact? I, wa- I want one contractor now. Can I stand here and call contractor, come here? No. How can I call him? There should be some way to contact him, right? How can I contact? Call him means how? Contractor, come here. Like that. To contact a contractor, there will be something called as, of course, address is also there. But what I want, I will consider only that much. Mobile number is one of the source using which you can contact that contractor. What is the duty of that contractor? What he will do? Whatever blueprint you have, you will give that blueprint to him. What he will do using that? Similar to this, he will this is not Java object, okay? Simple, real world object it is. There is one object. So what I'm trying to say here, what is the duty of contractor here? To convert this house blueprint, which is on a sheet of paper or whatever you said, that pictorial representation, to object which is available in real world. Can I live inside this house object? Yes, I can live. Can I live inside this blueprint? No, I can't. So now you tell me, after this process, how many houses I have created? One. How many house blueprint I have created? One. Getting back to the Java topic, how many dogs I have created? As of now, zero. Okay, till now I have not created. This is just a blueprint. Now I have one more question in Java. I believe for all of you, concept is done. So I just want to ask this. Please think and tell me, how will you create object, or who will create the object, or what is the thing that you will use to create your object?
Object request to the class, create the object and get that status, and it will store into the different.
I just want one word answer. It became a bit lengthier. Answer is right, but I'm just expecting something. Answer is right, out of which I was expecting only one word. That one word I will only take from your answer. In your answer, that one word was there. Most of you will say new keyword will create a object. But please understand, new keyword will not create a object. Exactly. Here, you think and tell me, who is converting this house blueprint to house object? Mobile number, no? Is it mobile number? Who is doing it? Contractor. What is the duty of mobile number? To activate the contractor, in simple words. Yes, or it is just a medium to contact the contractor, or who is responsible for converting this or doing this task. Yes or no? What is this mobile number for? What is this for? To contact this contractor. This is one medium. That's it. Getting my point? In a similar way, now get back to this topic. Or however, if I am to clarify this, contractor is the person who will convert your blueprint into object and not the mobile number. That part, is that clear? So now in a similar way, now what I have created? Now, sir, in real world example, whatever you have said, we have understood, but dog blueprint means what? Some of you will be thinking that. Now forget this also. Now you consider this one only and tell me, what do you mean by a house blueprint? What is the purpose of doing it? Why will you create house blueprint? Directly you can start construction, no? Why? You guys, you are thinking, your facial reactions are in such a way. I'm asking you, please tell me the formula to launch a rocket here. I don't think so. I asked any such question. I'm asking you, what is the purpose of house blueprint? Why will you create a blueprint? right answers. Answers are right, but let me put it in the other way. Okay, in other perspective, I can say, what does it mean, sir? What is the purpose of house blueprint if you ask me? In simple words, if I have to say, once I create a house object, how it will look like, I want to know now itself. Getting my point? Once I create my house object, how many rooms will be there? What will be the length and width of each room? Getting my point? Where exactly bedroom will come? Where exactly washroom, kitchen? All these things I want to know before creating it. That is the purpose we'll create a blueprint. Agreed? Yes, no? This one. Yes. Same thing here. What is this for? Later, once I create a dog object, what and all the particularly whatever dogs I'll create, what it can do. By looking at this, you can tell what it can do. It can just fly, it can speak, it can bite. As of now, I have given only this much. If you want to add, you add it. Getting my point? What and all it will have? It will have name, it will have one color, it should have one cost. It should have. Because this is a blueprint. Using this blueprint only, I'll create a object. Am I right? So now, in Java, who is responsible for creating an object? New keyword. Again, if you are saying new keyword, it is something like you are telling that mobile number will create a house object. Let me give you clarity. Here, dog blueprint, whatever is there. Okay, in a similar way, house blueprint, whatever you got, to whom you will give that? To contractor you will give? Yes or no? What is the duty of contractor? To convert this blueprint into real world object. Yes, in a similar way, who is responsible for doing the same here? If you ask me, it is FS23B. Have you heard of JVM? Architecture, is it done? Understood. Later we will do. Okay. Just understand that there is someone or something called as JVM in your Java that is responsible for what? For what? Similar way here. Both are similar examples. I'm keeping it in front of you. So what exactly is the duty of contractor to convert this house blueprint into object? In a similar way, what is the duty of JVM? To convert this dog blueprint into dog object. This is fine. You think and tell me, if I simply stand here, I am having one blueprint now. Assume that there is one sheet of paper blueprint, and I will simply tell that I want one contractor. Contractor, please come. Did he come? No. Why didn't he come? Because this is not the way of, proper way of approach. How exactly we should approach? We should call him on his mobile number. Then he will get to know, then he will come. In a similar way, now I told that JVM is the person or a software. Person you should not say, for your understanding. I'm correlating the example here, so I'm telling person. Okay. JVM is the software which is responsible for converting what? Blueprint to object. Now, if you want to invoke this JVM, how will you invoke? For that, you will use new keyword. Getting my point? Now you observe this and tell me, who is responsible for creation of object? Mobile number or contractor? Contractor. In a similar way, here also, who is responsible for creation of object? JVM. But if I want to call JVM, what I should use? New. So if you write new, immediately JVM will get activated. Clear with this much? It is zoomed in, I guess. No? Just a minute. Till now, is that clear? Online and offline, both. Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Of course, still it is not over. But what I am asking is, please do understand, what I'm asking is quite simple. Whatever I have explained, definitely you will have n number of doubts. All these things will be there. What I'm asking is, till now, whatever I've explained, that much did you understand or not? Understood? So now, this part is done. Now I want to, what I've created here, it is just a blueprint. Means once if I create a dog object, how exactly it will look like? I've created that. Getting my point? Now, if I want to create an object in Java, how can we do it? Yes. How to do it? Okay. I'll just write it here. Hopefully it is visible. I'm not able to see how much is visible. Just a minute. Yes. Visible it is. Okay. So now, as I've already told, whom should I call to create an object or to convert this into object? JVM. How can I call JVM? Simple. Don't think twice also. Directly use new. As soon as you call new, who will come? JVM will come and it will start asking, why did you call me? What is the work? Because it is a software. Software means basically it will be busy. Why it will be busy? Doing multiple tasks. Okay. So still we have called. So JVM came and it is asking now what is the work I should do. So what you should give? Yes. We should hand over the blueprint that we have created. What is the name of the blueprint that we have created? Getting my point? Why did we use this name here? Class name. What is the reason we are using? If you ask me, later JVM will come and ask, where is the blueprint? At that time, what you should tell? There is something called as dog. That is the blueprint. You should convert it to object. So now what I should do? Once you tell new, getting my point? JVM, what it will do, if you ask me, it will allocate some block of memory. Getting my point? And now we have given that dog. Sir, why is this bracket, sir? As of now, about that bracket, some of you already know it. Those who don't know, later we'll talk about that. As of now, just ignore it. Okay. So now I have given the blueprint name. What is the name of the blueprint? Dog. So now who is responsible for creating an object? JVM. How can I call JVM? New keyword. If I call new keyword, what will happen? JVM will allocate some block of memory and then it will ask what is the work. Okay, you will give the name of the blueprint. As soon as you give, what it will do? Whatever is there inside that blueprint, okay, whatever is there inside that blueprint, it will start allocating the memory for each, or more or less, it will create one copy. Okay, inside this object. Okay, first thing, it will assign one address. Okay, and then here for this dog object, what all will be there? Check there, check the blueprint. Name, one block will be there. Color, one more block will be there. Cost, one more block will be there. Is it only this much? No, there will be fly, method, speak, method, bite, method. All these things will be there. Okay. Now I have created one object. Yes, no? Now if I ask you how many dogs I have created, how many dogs I have created? One. Getting my point? If I use new, which means there is one object that got created. Now you created an object, but you think and tell me, in real world, is there any such object which you can use without a handle? Marker, if I take, what is the thing which I am using in this marker? Ink is the only thing I need. But can I directly take ink and write it? No, that is the reason what I have. One holder I have, or one handle I have called as marker. Yes or no? This upper cap. Upper fiber thing is nothing but to just to hold it. Yes. Or consider door only. There is a door. Can you use a door without a handle? Some of you know so smartly you will say that, sir, I'll simply push it, it will get closed. Again, how will you open it? How will you open it? Sir, I will go outside and I'll push it from that side. Or you will, some of you will also say, sir, I'll break it. But can you use it again? Once if you break it, can you use it? Don't tell me that I'll repair it, sir. See, everything as it is, we cannot correlate with real world. Java is basically object oriented and it is very, very, very close to real world. Means what? Whatever is there in real world, that is also there in Java. As simple as that. That is the reason we call it as object oriented, or it is. However, I'll get back to that topic. Now, I've created one object. Door object I was considering. Can I use that door without a handle? No, I need a handle for the door. Bike. Can I use a bike without a handle? Can I use a car without a steering? Definitely, I need that handle. How to create that handle? What I should write here now?
Class and
Now the question is, I am having one door without a handle. Assume there is a door, still handle is not fixed. Now I will ask you to bring a handle. What you should ask? Which handle, sir? Yes. The reason is, however, previous example if I have to give, some of you can also use door without a handle. Can you use iron box without a handle? Iron box. Without handle, can you use? No. What will happen? You also know, I also. Okay. So keeping that aside, now anyways we have created an object. Now I want one handle. When I say purchase one handle and bring it, which handle you should bring? Do you know? You don't know. What you should ask? Sir, which type of handle you want? Means handle to fix it for what? For what you want to fix that handle? Where you want to fix that handle? You should ask. But you will not ask. So I am only asking for myself. Unfortunate. Okay. So now means what? You have created one object. You are telling that D1 is the handle for this object. D1 should be of type what then? For door, what type of handle you will fix? Door type. For iron box, what type of handle you will fix? Iron box type. For bike, what type of handle you will fix? Bike type. Then for dog, what type of handle you should fix? Dog type. As simple as that. You just have to write here as dog. Now I have fixed. There was a door without a handle. Now I have fixed one handle. Now if I want to use that door, how will I use? Through what I will use it? Using that handle only I will use that door. Will I directly go and use it? Even though handle is there, will I still try to open without that handle? No, definitely we will use it through handle only. How to use it? Now I am having one dog. What we have created? We have created one handle called as D1. Now D1 is pointing to here. Means in D1 what will be present? This address will be present. Sir, what is this processor? This process I didn't understand. Okay. It is quite simple. There is my house. My house is present. Real world example I'm trying to correlate, because if you observe throughout this concept, if something is getting cleared, it is getting cleared when I correlate it with real world example. Getting my point? That is the only reason I will usually try to correlate it with real world example, so that it will be easy for you to remember and recollect both. Okay. So however here, now I have told that what is this processor? There is my house. For my house, definitely one address will be there. I will tell you, go to my house. I will tell you, go to my house. Then what you should ask? You will not ask. However, I am making you to ask. You were supposed to ask, sir, what is the address? If I give my address to you, where you are pointing now? You are pointing to my house. Which house address you have? My house address. So my house address, if I give to you, where you will be pointing? You will be pointing to my house. If I give you my friend's house, where you will be pointing? My friend's house. If I give you my dog's house, where you will be pointing? My dog's house. As simple as that. So here there was one address. Okay, that address has been transferred here. That is the reason it is pointing to here. Getting my point? Sir, how will it get transferred, sir? That also I will say. As of now, just hold on. But now, D1 is the what? Reference or a handle. In layman terms, it is handle we call. Okay, it is something like this is your door. This is the handle for the door. Now, if I want to use this door, how can I use it? Through handle only. Yes? Yes or no? So now I want to call fly method. How can I make my dog to fly? Those who don't know, whenever I want to say, see, D1 is here. Yes or no? I should simply say D1. D1 means this one got selected. Do you think here only that fly method is present? No, you should go till here. How can I go till here? In Java, just understand one thing, means inside. I believe some of you know this. Dot means what? Inside. Import Java dot util dot scanner you will write. What does it mean? There is one main folder called as Java. Inside that folder, because Java dot I have written. Dot means what? Inside that big main folder, there is one more folder called as util. Again, I have written dot. Means what? Inside that util folder, there is something called as scanner. You are using it. Don't get into import now because that is not the focus as of now. However, dot means what? It is not comma, it became comma, but it is not comma. Don't think that, it is comma, it is just a dot. So what I should write now? D1 dot. If I want to make my dog to fly, I'll simply write fly. Semicolon is a must. Where all semicolon you should put, where all you should not put, gradually you will understand. As of now, don't worry about that. So next what? I want to make my dog to bite. Simple. Use the handle, go inside that and call that method. How? D1 dot. Yes. If I want to make my dog to speak, how? So basically dot means what? Inside. Getting my point? Wherever D1 is pointing, wherever it is pointing, inside that, there is one method called as speak, call that. Getting my point? Yes or no? Assume that I want to make my dog to speak again, or assume that I want to make my dog to fly again. One time I already have done. I want to make my dog to fly again. How can I do it? How? What I should write? Simple thing is that I want to make my dog to fly or whatever it is. I just have to write this. If I want to make my dog to speak, how? D1 dot speak. Is there any restriction that I should write only one time? No. In real world, is it there? Can you tell that dog should eat only one time? How much ever? It will ask. If you give it, it will eat. That is different story whether you give it or not. Getting my point? Yes, no. So now my question is, how many objects of dog I have created? How many I have created? One object only. Did I ask you anything about blueprint so far? What I asked you? How many object I have created? Getting my point? How many blueprint I have created if I ask you? Again, the answer is one only. This is one blueprint. That is one object. Clear with the point? Yes, no? Okay. So next what? Now I have one question for all of you. That is, using one same blueprint, can I create another object of dog? Sure. Others? No doubt. Can we create another object of dog using the same blueprint? Same blueprint. Yes. Of course it is. Yes. For that, to correlate that with an
Yes.
example. Okay. Yes, it is. So to correlate that with an example, assume that whenever there is a flood or some disasters, earthquake or something that occurred, so those people who will lose their houses, sometimes government will announce that we will create a house for you and give it. Yes. If you have, at least all of you would have seen these scenarios in movies at least. Yes. And if you have seen those houses which they will create, assume that they have created 100 houses, all the 100 houses will be in same place. They will not create one house here, one house there. Okay, they will create it in one single place. All the houses will look identical, or in simple word, it will look similar. Different houses will be there, but all the houses will look similar. Why? Is it because that the labors are same? Is it because the contractor is same? Then why? Because same blueprint has been used for all the houses. In simple example, or why they will do that? Do you think for ultimately it is a government project? Do you think for each one house government will pay for one civil engineer, create and give, create and give, create and give like that? No. One time they will create one blueprint through civil engineer, and same blueprint will be used again and again. That is the reason all the houses will look similar. In a similar way here, now can I create another dog object using the same dog blueprint? If you ask me, for sure it is an yes. Okay. But however, if I want to create it, I just need an answer from you guys, at least now. At least now, I need an answer. Okay. So if I want to create an object, whom I should call? GVM I should call? How can I call? Should I stand and call GVM, create one object? It will not even understand. How can I call it?
New keyword.
You just have to use one word called as new. Okay, JVM will come and it will start asking what is the work I should do. Now you should give the work. What is the work that it should do? Create an object. Object of what? You should hand over the same blueprint which you had now. So now what it will do? It will create one object like this. It will have one address. Okay, that address it will return. And inside this, what will be there? Name, color, cost, fly, speak, and bite. Yes. Now I have created another object. Yes. Now for this object also, what I want? Can I access it? To make it accessible, what I want? I need one. What? Handle. In normal terms, it is handle, but please don't tell in front of interviewer, sir, handle I want, sir. There is nothing called as handle. It is a reference variable. As of now, already I know that these terms are there, but if I'm not using it now, first, let me make you understand the concept. Reference variable concept, any day if I give you definition also, you will understand that. But first you should know the concept. So here, what should be the variable name now? Or what should be the handle? Sir, D1, sir. It means in this class only there are two doors. Yes. Whenever you want to use this door, already you are having one handle. Assume that now you want to use that door. Will you remove this handle, go fix it there, and then will you use it? No, what you will do? Another handle you will purchase, you will fix it. Yes or no? In a similar way, you cannot write D1 here again. Getting? So for different object, you need another handle. Okay. If you write D1 here, still it will work. Still it will work. But what will be the issue? Simple thing. There is a door without handle. So what I will do, I will take this handle and go there. I'll fix it. I will use it also. But what is the issue now? This door is not having a handle. That will be the problem. Okay. So we should not do that. What I will do, I'll just write D2, and this D2 should be of type dog. Means for a dog, I need a dog type handle. For a door, door type handle like that. So here it is. Now if I want my second dog to fly, how can I make it? Yes. Yes or no? Any doubt in this? Clear or not? What do you mean by class and what do you mean by object? Is that clear? Till now, I have not given you any definitions. So far, I have not given you definitions. Definitions any day you can just by heart it and you can tell it. But if you don't understand the purpose of class, throughout your life, you will become a Java developer. But properly, you can't even create a class and write some, methods inside that. Getting my point? Okay. So now, speaking about this part, this side, what I'm doing, what exactly your JVM is doing? Exactly. That is true. That is here. It will create a object, but will it stop there? No. And here I will just write it. Returns the what? Address of this object. Now here also I have written the same thing. Here what it will do? Here also same thing. It will create a object only, and it will return the address. Which address? Will it return this address? No. For this object, whichever address has been assigned, that address it will return. This side, what we are doing? Means this side it is something like Naveen is there. I will create one house. Okay, for my house, one address will be there. That address I'll give it to you. Means where you are pointing now? You are pointing to my house. As simple as that. In a similar way, here also, what is happening? One object is getting created by JVM. It will return one. It will get one address as well. That address it will return. Previously, I told you that this D1 will point to here. Why it will point to there only? Why not to here? Because it whenever it creates an address, it will also return that address. Whenever it creates an object, it will also return that address. That address is being saved on the left side. I believe all of you know the statement. If I write like this, what does it mean? Those who already know it, exceptional case. For those who are new, what is happening here? First, how exactly it will work? Sir, first it will see integer, sir, then it will see a, sir, then it will see 10, sir. No. Equal to operator is always right to left associative. Means what? First, it will go right side. From this side, it will take the value called as 10 and then it will assign it to A. Getting my point? Means first it will go on right side. Here also, why I am telling you that part if you ask me, here also there is something called as equal to. Equal to whenever it sees, which side it will go? First will it come left side or right side? Right side it will go. First it will create a object. It will get one address that it will return. And then once all the work on the right side is completed, then it will come to left side. Is that clear? Yes or no? So how to create a class, how to create an object, is that clear? However, if that is clear, before I proceed ahead, okay, I was just seeing the time. So before we proceed ahead, I just want to tell one more thing. Okay, there is something called as camel convention. Means what, sir? Here I told you that I'm creating a class. Yes, assume that my class name, blueprint name, whatever I'm creating, assume that it is having multiple words. Then, sir, I will write it, sir. Okay, assume that dog, cat are together. Means I'm creating a blueprint in same class for dog also, cat also. Okay, in same blueprint. It is dog, cat, some new creature. Okay, it is dog, cat together. That much I understand. Now, can I write it like this? If you write, will it work, sir? It will work. But should you follow this? No, because it is a convention. I believe all of you know the difference between convention and rule. Yes, no. Convention and rule means what? Yes, you told. Convention means everyone is following, you will also follow. Okay. If you don't follow, nothing will happen, but they will think that you don't know anything. But rule means what? Traffic rules, they will say. No one will say traffic convention. Traffic rules means what? You should follow. If you don't follow, penalty, etc., etc., etc. Yes. So camel convention, why they call it as, if you ask me, if you don't follow it also, it will work for your classes. But there are some inbuilt classes. Later, I believe all of you have an idea of database. I'm not asking whether it is done or not. Have you heard that somewhere data is getting stored? Yes, there is Google's, weather forecasting. When they are weather forecasting it, when they are forecasting the weather, future, they are predicting it and they're forecasting it. How they're doing it? They will store the data somewhere in database. Database means what? So much of data will be there in one place. That we call it as database in simple terms. Don't ask me, sir, definition is something else, sir. I know that, but I'm not speaking about that. I'm trying to explain something else. There is, in Java, you will write a program to connect, your program with the database. For that, we will use one, inbuilt class. Which is that? Any idea? If you don't know, that is really good, because as of now, you should not worry about that. There is something called as driver manager. Okay, what is the duty of that? That is a inbuilt class. Inbuilt class means what? Did you create it? No, who created it? By development team of Java. For Java also, there will be a development team. They have created this driver manager. Why you should know this camel convention, if you ask me? Here, what we have done, we have written it as, this is one word, this is another word. But you should write it. How you should write it? You should not write small letter here. Whenever you are writing a class name, every word's first letter should be capital. So how you should write? Like this. Here, if you write small also, it will work. But here, if I make this as small, will it work? Because that is inbuilt. That will never work. Getting my point? So you should know camel convention. How will you create a class? Class name should always start with capital letter, and every remaining words first letter also should be capital. Means in whole, what I can say? Every word's first letter of class name should be capital or uppercase. Clear with that? Online, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So now, speaking about methods. Okay, so before proceeding ahead, I have one question for all of you. Here, how will you say that it is a class? In Java, I will write some word, any word you assume, whether it is a class or not. How will you tell? Simple thing. Just now I told the answer. If the first letter is capital and remaining words first letter is also capital, which means it is a class. Forget about remaining words. In Java, first letter will be capital if and only if it is a class. Nowhere else you will use the first letter as capital. Getting my point? FS23B, scanner concept, is it done?
No, sir.
Not done, but it is used. And you didn't ask. You guys asked? No. If you would have asked, it would have been done. But you didn't ask. That is the reason it is not done. However, I was just joking. Don't worry about that. So here, class name, is that clear? What is the convention for creating a class? First letter should be capital and remaining words first letter also should be capital. Now, speaking about method, I'll come about variables also, because variables there is nothing much, but I'll speak about this one first. Okay. What about method? How will you write method? Assume that I want to write a method for a dog to fly high. I mean, the method name is that I want my dog to fly high. Okay, when I say fly, whether it will fly on ground level or mid level or high level, how will I get to know? So I want to make the method name clear. So for making it clear, I'll use two words, fly high. How will I get to know how I should write this? So speaking about methods, methods means always should start with small letter. First words, first letter should be small, but remaining all the words, even if you have 1000 words also, remaining all the words first letter should be capital. For example, Just like the way I've considered class example, in a similar way, there is one method example also. Okay. In driver manager only, there is one method. Inside that, there is one method to establish the connection with database. What is the method name? Method name is something called as get. Don't worry about this as of now. Please don't worry about this. That is just an example of method. Sir, what get connection will do, sir? Should I explain that now? Should I go to JDBC directly? Core Java is not done. Basics is not done. For thinking about this does not really make sense. So keeping it aside. However, what you can observe here, first letter is starting with small letter. But second word's first letter is starting with capital. Clear with that? So method name should always start with what? Small letter, and remaining words first letter should be capital. Forget about this one. This is like bounce over your head. I believe all of you know this 23B also. Yes. If I write, will it work? No ways. Why? Because there also same old convention is being followed. That is, for method, it will start with small, and remaining words first letter should be capital. Along with that, you should write this open bracket, close bracket also means parenthesis. And why we call this as camel convention? Because it more or less like, don't expect me to write as it is, but it looks like camel. Hopefully that is the reason they have given that. However, if this is also done, what about variable? Same thing, just like the way your method is there, same thing will be followed for variables also. What is it? Starting of the variable should be with small letter, and remaining words first letter should be capital. Getting my point? Okay. And also, one more thing I just want to tell you. Now, string, what is that? Don't tell me sequence of characters. I'm not asking you whether it is, what do you mean by string? I'm just asking you, is it a class or data type or what? If you observe, it is starting with capital letter. Else I would have written like this, right? Did I write this? What did I write? I have written it like this. Getting my point? Which means string is one inbuilt class. Of course, did we create a class called string? Some of you, while dealing with the concept of strings, what you will do? As the concept name is string, you will create one class called as string only. There is already one inbuilt class and you are trying to modifying it. Are you really that much knowledgeable to modify the inbuilt class? That is the reason it will not work. And you will also keep on thinking, same program that sir have written, I also have written, but it is not working. You are committing such a mistake, which it will never allow you to work, or it will never work. Getting my point? Is that clear? Okay. And here, what is this int? If I write capital here, will it work? If I write capital here, what does it mean? It means that it is a inbuilt class or user defined class, whatever. But you think and tell me, is there a class called int? That is not there. Integer is there. That is totally different. Okay, that topic as of now I should not take it. However, is that clear? Hopefully wrapper classes I'll do it tomorrow and then I'll proceed ahead. But for today, is this clear? Yes or no? This is a primitive data type. We should write it small only. All the primitive data types. Which are all the primitive data types that we have? Anyone? In group though, how nicely you will say. I will feel like you guys are singing a song for me. Okay. So anyone want to take a chance? Data types is done for including FS23. You know or you don't know? One simple answer at least I want. I'm asking you which are all the primitive data types that we have. Done. byte, short, int, long, float, double, boolean, char. Clear? But is your string a primitive data type? It is a inbuilt class. Getting my point? Is this clear till now? Yes or no? Okay. However, for today, I don't think I can do more than this. And I do understand you guys are waiting for longer duration of classes, and I wanted to take, some of you already know, I planned for yesterday. When I said that 8 o'clock was the timing. I don't know how many of you got an idea or not. Starting from 8 o'clock, it was planned till 11 o'clock. But unfortunately, now I'm supposed to leave now itself because there was a long gap right in between. Was there any classes that was going on in between? Or 2-3 days from Sunday you consider? Previous Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, yesterday and day before yesterday, was there any class that was conducted offline? I don't think so. Ultimately, it is an excuse, but not my mistake though. What I'm trying to say is, charge is over. Okay, unfortunately, I just wanted to continue, and I wanted to take it for 3 hours. You guys told 9 o'clock. So starting from 9 o'clock, I wanted to take it at least till 11 o'clock. But unfortunately, I don't know who prayed for it, but environment is also not supporting me. But don't worry, as I've already told, again, I just want to clarify one more thing. If there is someone who is thinking that this is new for me, either teaching or otherwise the concept, both are new, not really new to me. It is very old for me. Okay, from 4-5 years into this one, nothing else. Okay, however, I just want to clarify this. That is the reason I told that statement. If someone is there who is thinking that, sir, it is going too slow, sir, already we knew this. Did anyone answer at least 1 or 2 here and there answers? I got true. But what about others? Online, I believe I'm audible. Ultimately, however, I'll not take.
Yeah, audible, sir, audible.
Clarify this much. That is only for today. It is getting over because for me at least, today is first day. I mean, resuming. For your batch, today it is first day. But still, some of you know me from your programming and data structure classes. Those who know, you know. Those who don't know, you don't know. It is very good if you don't know. But one thing I'll promise, if you are thinking that, sir, you told 2 hours of classes, 3 hours of classes, but you wasted our time, sir, you didn't even take 1 hour or 1.5 hours. 1.5 hours is done, I guess. What is the time? 10:45. 1.5 hours is anyways done. 9:15, somewhere around I started. I came here by 9. I was waiting. I informed yesterday also, but still I was supposed to wait till 9:50, which I don't wanted to do. Anyways, if you think that every day same thing will happen, not good. Okay. So, however, keeping all this topic aside, only for today, I may have to wind it up because of earphone. Okay. But going ahead, not really. It will not really happen. Today was first day, though there were some things which we were supposed to manage and start. First starting, it is good enough. Though we took only 1.5 hours, I don't think it is a waste. Was the concept clear? How many of you can, at least, if someone asks you previously what you said, definition. Now at least, normally you think every batch I will tell this because that is what will work. How many people are there in the market who is looking for job? Any idea? Market in the sense throughout Bangalore or Noida or any location. How many people are there? Thousands? Lakhs? Lakhs together? I can say lakhs together again. When there are lakhs together of people, if I ask, forget about lakhs together, there is 1,000 of people who is attending one walk. Assume that for everyone, same question will be asked, what do you mean by class? The question I asked in the beginning, right? What do you guys say? What those 1,000 people also will say? They will also tell the same thing. Class is nothing but a blue. What is object? Object is nothing but a replica of class which exists in real world. Who asked you to stop? Did anyone ask you to stop there? Is there any compulsion that in your interview you should tell only definition and stop? I don't really think so. Why didn't you continue? There were many things to say, right? If you consider here only, starting from here only, if you consider for class, so much is there. For object, so much is there. Why did you use it? Now we will say, sir, we knew it, sir. Then why did you didn't? Did I ask you to stop anywhere? Whenever I'll ask question, I'll ask it. Of course, for you for new keyword, I stop. That is different. But there I was expecting only that answer. But normally I will listen to it. First I'll listen and then only I'll stop. But what you should answer, you plan it before itself. Getting my point? Don't stop at the definition itself. That is where you are lagging. Please to understand. Getting my point? Yes, ma'am. So for today, I'll wind it up for here. And of course, definition and other stuff I have to give. But if I give it, it will be only for offline candidates. For online candidates, I cannot. Because Bluetooth is not sure. Okay. So I'll give all of those tomorrow. I'll send a snap anyways. You can copy it from there. Or otherwise, you can copy it now itself, however you want. I'll send as well. Okay. Please make sure from tomorrow, all of you be available. This is all I can. Getting my point? And I believe all of you are okay with Saturday, Sunday classes. Not okay? No worries. Don't be okay. Anyways, I'm not expecting you to be okay. Just joking, I believe. Others know about this. Okay, that is one such bad habit I have. However, 1 or 2 days somewhere in between, we'll plan it in such a way. At least one Sunday I'll try to give off. Okay, because that Sunday will be allocated for mock interview. Not for everyone, for 5 people. For rest others, holiday. But make sure that next Sunday it will be for you. Okay, so it will be planned. Now itself I'm letting you know. Sir, from tomorrow I'll not come only, sir. But unfortunately, today's attendance is there, right? Attendance has been already taken. Sir, where you are taking? Anyways, offline we already know. I know at least. Online, recording is there. In that anyways, I'll get the attendance. So please make sure that all of you attend the mock interview. There is nothing to make you scared or something. Speaking frankly, if you want to improve yourself, if you have a stage fear, how can you overcome that? How can you overcome? Practicing what? Simple concept, guys. If you are having a fear of driving, mirror, I don't think that will help. I mean, it didn't really help me much. Okay. So simple concept is that if you are scared of driving, and if you say that I'll not sit inside car, I'll learn from you. You can learn. But can you really sit inside and drive confidently? Sir, I'm having fear of swimming. I want to learn, sir, but I don't want to get inside water. Possible? Get inside water. 1 or 2 times you will drown. After that, you will learn. Don't do it. Okay. I'm not promoting anything. I don't want to get into any trouble. However, in a similar way, if you want to overcome your stage fear, what you should do? Come on, this. Scared of it, sir. About that, I'll speak tomorrow. Okay, because something else also we have planned in that duration. We'll see how it will. Okay. However, for today, I'll be winding it up. This was not planned. Okay. Unfortunately, I may have to wind it up for a reason. Okay. From tomorrow, it will be for 2 hours only, as some of you have requested. For some days. For some days. Going ahead, how many hours it will be? 4 hours. Okay, be clear with that. Later, it should not be something like not interested, no worries. What you should do? Don't attend. If you're not interested, what is the point in attending, right? But if you want to finish the course at the earliest, and course anyways will be finished, but you want to get the job also, then attend is what I suggest. Okay. So I'll wind it up for today now. Later we'll continue tomorrow. Okay. Thank you everyone.
So tomorrow class time?
Sorry,
Tomorrow class timing, sir. 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock?
9. It will be 9 o'clock.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.